Hello and welcome back to another Uncle Tad's Creative Shack video. Now, I've already showed this Lego treehouse before, but it was really difficult to get inside the individual cabins until I realized that I can actually take this canopy off. And when I take the canopy off, I can open up all the roofs and we can totally look inside each one of the cabins and get a good look at those in this video. But also, and I'm making this a 2.0 video, I'm showing you some stuff that I've done to the set that does not come with the set. So let's go ahead and put it down right here. Put the camera down. Now, I mentioned in the beginning that the minifigures I did not like. I really did not like the father and the mother. They looked like they were just really grumpy and not somebody you'd want to have around your campsite. So I went ahead and replaced the mother with this minifigure. And that head and hairpiece comes from the blue brick female from the Lego Collector series. So she's got much more of a smile on her face. And then as far as the father, sorry, let me get this camera. There we go. The father on this side, I replaced him completely, body and head, with a much more pleasing smile and a plaid shirt, because this, after all, with the leaves here like this, it's set in the fall scene. So he looks like he's ready for some fall action. Over here, you'll notice I added a dog. Now this is looks like an Alaskan Husky. I added him from one of the winter sets, the Arctic Expedition sets. I'll go ahead and put him back there. So he's checking out the campfire with the father. If we come back here, you'll notice that all the water, let me zoom in, all the water I've added a trans light blue tiles to it, and that just helps it look much better. The Lego version, you know, straight out of the box, would have it just be, oops, you gotta be careful with that, would have it just be white or trans clear 1x2 plates, as you can see right there. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but so you just cover them with a trans medium blue tile, and that will just makes it look more watery to me than the white color. I added a little frog off to the side in yellow. You do get these plants here in the set, but also I've added some fiddleheads in the background, as well as some larger plant structures there that aren't part of the set. Coming back this way, a couple more plants here and here with the leaves. I think that adds a little bit more to it than what comes in the set. Rounding the corner here, I used a bunch more of those plants even around the base of the tree, as most people's complaints is that the tree does not firmly attach to the base, so there's a gap there. But I filled in mine with a bunch of those leaf pieces, and if you come over here, a bunch of the grass pieces. So again, this type of foliage here and here, and of course way back in there, is not included with the set. Strangely enough, they don't really give you much in the way of ground cover. They give you a little plant here on the stairs, a yellow plant with some leaves. Come down the stairs, they give you these two leaves here at the base of the stairs, but again, get her out of the way, none of the grass, I call it grass, they're the 3 stalk flower stems. They don't give you any of those in the set either. The girl, I placed a little heart in her hand. That heart comes from the Care Bear Collector minifigure series set, so maybe she had some craft projects for the day while everybody else was doing some other camping activities. And yeah, so that's basically just adding some foliage to the bottom of it, and then changing the water to the blue from the, now I wonder if you can see it in the book here. in the manual it's just white, and we'll try to get to see if I can find that in the manual. It's a better yeah, I guess as you're building it, you're only, I mean, that's it. It's just using white clear, I'm sorry, it's clear 1x2 plates. And that's how you make your water. So it really doesn't, I just don't think that does it any justice. Let's see. Okay, and then mine has the blue. So it's a lot more vibrant now. So, that being said, let me go ahead and take the canopy off so we can see on the inside much better. Okay, now here's the canopy off to the side, and you can see that that's quite a large assembly. And what that does is that totally opens up the interior, or the ability to open up the interior of this set. So, we'll go ahead and take off each one of these tops. Now, as you remember, the tops have a color coding system. This top here has a, like the cream colored plate. So it has corresponding cream colored, or sand, I guess, tiles, so you know where that roof goes. This roof over here has red, so it has red color coding tiles. And this one over here has green, and so it has green colored tiles. So the connection point is right here, and it's basically just a blue connector and a gray axle piece. Well, it's got a connector on one end and sort of like an axle on the other, or a plus side on the other end. Both of them just go into a brick that has holes, two separate holes. So there's not really one that just keys it up. They both go into the same exact hole. They basically do the same exact thing. So let's start off with, well, I guess we can start off with the master bedroom, and that's going to be over here. So there we go. In the master bedroom, you'll see there's a envelope on the one side. Perhaps they've written some letter to folks back home. And if we close up the stand a little bit, there we go. Over here, there's a pair of binoculars on that window shelf. And then coming around down, there is a plant next to that window with some green, it's like a sage green or sand green 1x2 plates with the stud in the middle to use for drawers. If we spin it around, we have a, see if you can see that, ship in a bottle. I'm sorry if this lighting, maybe the lighting is a little, oops, that's the bathroom. Here we go. That's going to be a little bit better for us. There's the ship in the bottle. It's just, there it is, printed on a bottle piece, and it's stuck to a clip in the wall. Okay, moving around. There is a, looks like it's a cuckoo clock style assembly, or you know, one of those types of clocks. We have this piece here is a 1x2 tile that's been like silver coated or silver painted, so it's pretty shiny. Let's see if I can get, oops, sorry the camera's kind of jittery. I've had 16 cups of coffee. No, just kidding. There we go. That's better. Okay, so off to the window right there, that looks like it's a compass piece that's printed, 1x2 plate. On the clock, that is a printed assembly as well. There's a hairbrush, so it's a ship in the bottle. Down there looks like it's an ink and quill piece there for writing the letter, perhaps. There's those drawer cabinets right there, and then there's a potted flower. We'll go back around. There's your binoculars in a golden color, perhaps a light on the wall over there. And then So that's the bed. And now, so it's something interesting that I would never have thought of, and I'm not even really sure what the whole deal is behind this, but apparently if you lift up the bed, let me try to do that. I'm holding the camera in one hand and I'll lift up the bed in the other. Let's see. And there we go. So if you lift off the, essentially the pillow and the comforter, there's a pair of scissors. I have no idea why. That's just so bizarre to have a pair of scissors under the bed, unless either the wife or the husband is trying to hide them for some reason. I have no idea. The directions tell you to put them there. It's bizarre. You'd have thought they would go like in the bathroom or something, but yes, one of the, either the spouse or either one of them is holding on to a pair of shears. Let's move on to the next room. Alright, so this would be the kids' room. And again, sorry for the shaky camera. I'm trying to hold it straight, but... So in the kids' room, we have double beds. We have a yellow bed and a blue bed. So they're bunk-style beds. On the blue bed up here, there's a book. And when you open it up... Oops. When you open it up and you drop the book, it hits the kid on the bottom. No. You open it up and... Once Upon a Time. It's a printed 1x2 tile. So that will go right in there. Yeah, and again, the interesting part about the dual, when they make the round windows, so that's basically just an arch piece flipped upside down and an arch piece right side up. So this arch piece here is the way it's supposed to be. The arch piece down there is upside down, and they clip it together using bars and clips, and that's what locks the window into place. That's how you get a round window like that in Lego in this fashion. This thing here, and if you look close, it's basically a jar, the firefly print on it, or a fly, a dragonfly print on it anyways. So when any of the kids have caught a dragonfly, they're going to keep them up in the room for a while. We move over here. Now this is what appears to be a mini Lego set of the treehouse is what I'm guessing. You've got the green stalk on one side. You've got the house sort of on the other. I'm guessing that's what it's supposed to be. Again, some drawers with the blue 1x2 jumper plates. That's kind of a nice technique they use there. Let's get the house back. Get it back over this way. There's an oar. And actually, they use two oars in this set to support the upper bunk to the lower bunk. There's another oar on that side. It's kind of a bizarre... Actually, no, you know what? I take that back. It's not supporting the upper bunk. It's just to assume that it's supporting the upper bunk. Because as you can see, they're not connected. But that's the illusion it gives. So on this side, there's that flower in a glass vase. And what appears to be a microscope looking down at something on the table. Another interior light there, the yellow one. Another pair of binoculars in gray. A little cup on the other side. And then, of course, the door to get out, which is right there. Then the last room that we can take a look at over here would be the bathroom. Now this is what was interesting, is that you couldn't really see it before I could take the canopy off, but now you can see it much better. There's a brown barrel right here that has blue, I'm getting in the way of the light, there we go. It has blue 1x1 clear tiles to represent water, so it looks like, and it's high enough, so it's probably collecting water from the tree from raining. And then it comes into you can use it for your bathtub. So, interestingly enough, we have a piece of blue soap here. We have a lever for the on-off, probably for the water. This would be the shower head, or at least the water head. And then the barrel there at the bottom that the minifigures can sit in to take their bath. Off to the side here, we have a sink with I'm guessing this would be the drainage for that. Kind of at a horizontal aspect, was kind of weird, but okay. A blue hairbrush, some more of that shelf or drawers with the 1x2 jumper plates, Looks like there's maybe a jar of peanut butter on the shelf. Yeah, because I like peanut butter when I take a shower too. I just love peanut butter. That's probably what that is. What's over here? Then there's a clear jar. Let's see, right there's a clear jar. I don't know what's in that one, or what there would be in that one. Maybe just some hair accessories or something like this. Spinning around, we have, because these people are really green, they even have green roll of toilet paper. That is their toilet with, we'll get it around again to the light. And there's the toilet with the black handle off to the side for flushing. And the bottom is in sand green tiles. So that is basically the 3-room tour. You've got the bathroom, you've got the master bedroom right over here, and then in the way back you had the kids' room. So let's go ahead and put the top back on. Okay, so we got the top back on. The interior showing of the treehouse is over. But now I want to focus back onto the ground. I don't really like that color green. I mean, I know it's fall time, but these dark green plates, to me, they just scream they need more. They need more color. They need more texture. You need to stop that thing from swinging. So what I'm going to do now is I've got my bins over here. These are all sorted out one by one plates of various colors. And what I'd like to try to do is show you how we can bring a little bit more life to a scene and just add some more colors to it. So let's see what would happen if we added you know, nice green color like this. And I get that you know, I've got the leaves such that it's fall time, but I still think that you need to have a little bit more color and more texture to this set that would obviously require a lot more pieces that even Lego themselves would, you know, not going to include, because of course that would jack up the prices. So I get it, but that's when doing this with your own pieces comes into play. So we're just adding some, like a brighter green to some of these areas here. You can see some more of the foliage that's going to stick up a bit better. And let's see, I don't know if I'd like that or not. By the swing, I'm thinking that they would, you know, probably end up kicking up a bunch of grass as they're getting onto that swing. So maybe the colors there are a little bit darker, or I mean a little bit more muted, so use this like olive drab color. Oops. There we go. You know, by the swing here. And we can probably use a even, let's see, is this the same color? Yeah, it's the same color as the base. We don't want to use dark green there. How about, that's kind of a weird brown. We can just leave that right there for now. Let's come back around the back side. So you got a big open area here. So what we'll do is we'll just take a bunch of these, just to suggest that, you know, yeah, fall time, but you'd still have color like this. No reason why not. Okay, we're going to mix them up maybe with a different shade of green. Let's see, is this a different? No, it's the same shade. That's okay. I think I have another one. There we go. Okay. Now the camera might be not do the coloring justice, but let's try to. There's actually a couple of different colors of green there. I'm trying to get it to see better. It's kind of hard. I guess the green's getting washed out, but there's actually a couple of different shades right there. Go ahead and put another one in. Yeah, see? And if you just keep layering that up, it'll start looking a little bit more impressive. Maybe we throw in a weed color on the back. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add some more, and then we'll come back and take a look. So as I was adding some gray 1x1 round plates around the campfire, I noticed that the wands they're using to represent sticks were actually put into brown clip pieces like this one here, and I went and replaced it with a gray one because it would make more sense to have rocks around this campfire than just to have the brown pieces go right to the ground there. I'm not really sure what they were trying to represent with that. So what I do is I'll just pull out the whole assembly, and I've got a couple more off to the side right here. I got a light gray and a dark gray one. And I think that, to me, makes it look like you've wedged the sticks into the surrounding rocks. You see? And I think that's going to make the campfire look a little bit more realistic than just using those brown clips. I didn't like that at all. See, that's just a brown clip and then the brown wand. So we'll just take off the brown clip piece there and go ahead and put in a gray one, again, to suggest that maybe the sticks were shoved into, or balanced into some rocks. And that, to me, looks a lot better. Makes it look more like he's doing the right thing by surrounding the campfire with a bunch of rocks, instead of more of these brown clip pieces. So these will all just go right ahead into the spare parts box, and we'll continue moving along. As you can see here, I've added a ton of these little 1x1 plates, and that's again just to give it more color, more texture. This is what makes Lego fun, is this part of it, and down the staircase here, I flanked it with some black, some more of these nougat colored pieces, some browns, just to make the staircase look like it's a little bit more, blending into the scenery a little bit there. Around here where the oranges or the pumpkins are, I've got a couple more orange pieces and some of these yellow colored leaf pieces. There's some in the way back there, if you can see, to suggest that leaves have fallen down, because there's the leaves from the tree have fallen down to the ground. So there we go. There's our campfire. Looks like he's probably cooking, and we'll put him back in place. Put his cauldron there. Maybe he needs like a stick or something in his hand. I find that he might need something. Okay, so we'll go around. Yeah, and the food container just keeps swinging. So I added a few more studs over here in different colors. Stop. In different colors to give it more flowery texture underneath the swing. And we can just I added some browns and some olive drab colors just to suggest that, you know, as the kids playing on that swing, there's not going to be too much, you know, green grass flowing right there. Coming around the back side here, now I've added a ton of 1x1 round plates in here. And I like adding the 1x1 round plates because it does the best you can do in Lego form to add you know, random spots of color. You have to almost look at Lego form as a pixelation of the real world. So it's kind of hard to suggest, you know, different colors and textures here unless you use 1x1 round plates. Even, you know, this green here is different from that green just a little bit, which is different from this green here. So there's already 3 different greens right there. Plus we've got one here, one in the way back. I stuck a mushroom way back there. Now the set came with enough pieces to make an extra small mushroom, so I stuck it in the back to suggest a little bit more color back there. And then as you come around here, not much changed here. I kept the basic tall grass right there as the same, but yeah, and that's just adding a bunch of your own pieces to create more texture and give it a more detailed look. Let me just try to fix some of these plants here. There we go. Some of these leaf pieces tend to fall because they're so heavy and they're only connected in one spot. But yeah, so that's how you get that nice color and texture in there. Try to make this treehouse really come to life with the bottom. And we can even put some more in between these chairs here. Just take the little girl off. You've got the seating right there. You could put a couple colors in there, brighten that up. You could take, even just by taking one of these green ones here, and trying to get it, there, breaks it up a little bit more. So it doesn't look like it's just all this mass of dark green as the kit would come with. You just keep putting in little textures of the different colors. And we could even put one of these, maybe we'll put one, this one, see that one's a different color than that green. We'll put that one right there. There, see, when you take a look at the overall view of it, it looks really, really great, really textured. And that's just from this big tray here of parts that I've separated out. All kinds of greens and yellows, grays, browns, whites, reds, you name it. I've got, and this is just one of the many trays. There's another one over there of the many trays I have to sort out all my Lego pieces. But time spent here makes it great time spent over here, because now you know where everything is. You don't spend time searching for it. You can just now utilize your time to make it look great. So anyways, I apologize. This is a long video, but this was fun to do, and I really wanted to show you like a 2.0 special on the Lego Ideas Treehouse set, which is just absolutely massive. It definitely required multiple videos, I think, to make it give it its just rewards. So there you go, Lego Ideas Treehouse with more texture and scenery on the bottom of the display. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.